Hasn't gave his life to save mine, or so I believe. All he left behind was a debt of tens of millions and a 1-month-old son. I worked tirelessly, raising the child while struggling to pay off the crushing debts he left behind. But one day, my world shattered again. I stumbled upon a scene that froze my blood. My supposedly dead husband lying on the same bed with my best friend. Axel, you're as cunning as ever, my friend said with a smirk. You embezzled all the company's funds, faked your death, and dumped your clueless wife with the debts. Genius. Axel chuckled. Who told her to be such a fool? She didn't even realize the child she gave birth to was a test baby we created. When she was in labor, crying to save the baby, I almost died laughing. So, the Frantis, when do you plan to come clean? Axel's smile grew smug. No rush. Let her toil away paying the debts and raising the kid for us. Once she's done, I'll reclaim everything, her hard work and the boy. Then we can live the high life. I hid my trembling hands and my tears, pretending I knew nothing. I raised their son with all the love in my heart and rebuilt the company they had abandoned. 18 years later, my boy was admitted to both Harvard University and Stanford University. Under my leadership, the company flourished, eventually going public. On the day of the IPO celebration, they appeared. My best friend clung to Axel's arm, a paternity test report in hand. Arabella, she said with feigned sympathy, Axel isn't dead. He's been with me all these years. Rowan is biologically ours, so it's time you return him to us. Axel stepped forward, tossing a divorce agreement and a $100 bill onto the table. The company is my pre-American asset, he declared arrogantly. Sign the papers, hand over the company, and give us back our son. This $100 is your reward for all your hard work managing my business and raising Rowan. I looked at them calmly and smiled. Okay. That evening, my so-called best friend entered my home as she often did, her voice chirping with false kindness. Arabella, it's getting colder lately. I made some mutton soup to nourish Rowan. She didn't notice the icy glint in my eyes. Since Axel passed away, my best friend frequently found excuses to visit. Sometimes she claimed she was worried I might fall into depression and needed someone to guide me through it with. Other times she insisted I couldn't raise the child alone and came to help share the burden. For convenience, she even recorded her fingerprints on my door lock. If anything happens to you at home, she said with apparent concern, I'll be able to rush to your side immediately. But I knew the truth. She wasn't worried about me, she was worried about her son. I didn't expose her. Instead, I smiled and accepted the mutton soup she brought, playing along with her charade. As soon as she set the soup down, she took my hands in hers. Her eyes turned slightly red, and she spoke softly, her voice tinged with feigned distress. Arabella, your hands are frostbitten. She sighed. Your husband loved you so much. If he were still alive, he'd be heartbroken to see your hands in this condition. She blew warm air onto my hands, her expression one of genuine concern, or so it seemed. If I hadn't seen her and Axel lying together on the same bed with my own eyes, I might have believed her. This good best friend who treated me like family had planned every move with chilling deliberation. Before I could respond, my son burst out of his room, his face lighting up with joy. He ran over and hugged her tightly. Godmother, you're so kind. I just said yesterday that I wanted mutton soup, and here you are with it. My best friend smiled warmly and crouched down to stroke his face. That's right. Rowan is Godmother's little sweetheart. Whatever you want, I'll make it happen. She pulled him into her arms, her face glowing with love and joy. Over the years, she had crossed countless lines in the name of helping. She visited my son every few days without fail. She organized elaborate birthday parties annually. She took him out alone to celebrate Children's Day and even Mother's Day, as if she were the one entitled to those moments. Even parent-teacher meetings were unspared. She attended every single one, taking the initiative as though she were his rightful guardian. Her devotion wasn't maternal, it was possessive, and I let her believe she was succeeding.